here's the eastern entrance to the Claypool tunnel. You can see there's not much left here of the road at this end. You've got a little bit of concrete barrier here. Old rebar sticking out of the concrete barrier, and then it's well over 100 foot down to the Queen Creek wash down there. And then there's the end of the pavement there right behind my brother. So let's take a walk into the tunnel. If I remember correctly, this tunnel was built in 1922. A little over 100 years old now. Plenty of graffiti all over it now. And then it was replaced by the Queen Creek Tunnel in 1950, 1952. So that tunnel is now 75 years old, roughly. So this tunnel is only about 300 feet long. Put the wide angle lens on here. And nice and cool in here. But not a big tunnel, but there's bats or something in here. Of course, I brought the smallest light I have. I think there's bats right up above you there. What? There's bats up there. Walk through and listen to it. So, interesting holes carved into the rock here. Drill rod. Yeah, this was a state highway tunnel at one point. What do you want to bet that was right up there? Then here's the west end of the tunnel. And then I believe that is the town of Superior's water tank. And then here is the bridge they built along with the Queen Creek Tunnel in 1950. And then they're currently in the process of widening this. And I don't know if they're replacing that bridge entirely or if they're widening it, but you can see where they're building the new supports. They've blasted out quite a bit of the rock on both sides of the road there, and right on the other side of that ridge right there, they've blasted out about 50 feet of rock to widen the road. But kind of cool, right off the road. I've driven past here 100 times and didn't know this was here until recently. We'll just walk down here. Pavement looks to be in better shape on this side. Hell, it might be in better condition than some of the state roads that are in use. That's a good view right there. More wall failure. Looks like there's some climbing gear on the wall there. That's kind of cool. Would have never thought people would be rock climbing around here. So, and then that's the west side of the Queen Creek Tunnel. Quite the view. Would have been something to see it in the 1920s. Can't quite see the runaway truck ramp from here. There's some mine workings, and there is a head frame just to the right of that shack right there. Small one. And then Resolution's head frame is right on top of that mountain, but you can't see it from here. Some very interesting geography here, so